In this lesson, we will take a look at using V-Ray materials in Grasshopper. Notice that we have set the default camera to camera 1, so that we can now go ahead and start the render. Now, our model has no materials applied to it yet, so let's fix this. First, pan around in Grasshopper and find the materials group we have set ahead of time. You'll see that we have three main materials: panels, mullions, and windows. Let's go ahead and connect the top material preset to the panels and mullions, and the bottom material preset to the windows. Then, I want to display the two presets' controls in order to choose a material. For the first preset, let's drop down the menu of the node and then select metal. For the second preset, I will pick glass. Additionally, I will also connect the color swatch nodes to both material presets. Notice that the render reflects all of the changes we have made to our materials. You can further experiment with the other material presets, like paint and plastic, which are slightly less reflective. For now, I'm going to revert back to metal. If you right-click on the material preset node, you will notice a useful option: Save as V-Ray material. This lets you export the material from Grasshopper, so that you can import it into other Rhino projects or even use it with other V-Ray compatible software. Now, let's go ahead and save this material preset in a location of your choice and name it Metal Material. Next, let's try out the Material Simple node. It contains more options and allows for more control over the materials you want to create. Let's connect it to the Windows node, and then plug in the diffuse, reflection color, glossiness, IOR, and opacity. Let's see how changing the color will affect our render. Click on the diffuse color swatch and pick a color of your choice. I will experiment with this blue while also dragging the color swatch slider to shift to another hue. We can also try adjusting the reflection color. Let's pick this shade of green and observe how it looks in the frame buffer. You can see the green color reflecting now off the metal surface. Next, if you play with the opacity value, you'll notice that dragging it to the right makes the object less transparent, with a value of 1 equal to no transparency at all. I will move the slider back to 0.3. For the next step, let's disconnect all these nodes and connect the emission color node to the Material Simple node. Notice the windows in our image are now glowing with a soft green color. Again, let's open the emission swatch color to experiment with some different colors. Finally, unplug the emission color and then unplug the Windows node from the Material Simple node. Now let's stop the render and return to the Materials group. For our next step, we have prepared a V-Ray material. Let's connect the Car Paint Flakes Cobalt Blue node to the Panels and Mullions nodes. This will automatically disconnect the Material Preset node, which we don't need anymore. Let's start the render again and see the new result we have so far. Notice the car paint and flakes now visible on the model's panels. I also want to add a V-Ray glass material to our windows. So let's open the Asset Editor, and in the Materials tab, expand the left-hand flyout menu and find the Glass folder. Select the glass-coated black and then glass-coated green materials, and drag and drop them both in the material list. Now let's close the Asset Editor, and back to Grasshopper, connect the Material Name node to the Windows node. Now, click on the arrow's drop-down menu, and notice that we can select either of the two glass materials we just added. Let's select the glass-coated black material, and see how the windows turn black in our render. Then, select the same drop-down menu again, and let's also preview the glass-coated green material. And there you go! Now you've seen a few different ways you can preview and make adjustments to V-Ray materials using Grasshopper for Rhino.